Good morning, everybody. It is the 23rd of March, 2018. It is Friday, last day of the trading week. Last day of the trading day. Last day of the trading week. And man, what a week. What a week it has been. We've had the Fed talk, Bank of England, Japan doing a little talking. We've had the tariff talk yesterday. I mean, what a wild week. Now, I think it's difficult to talk about cryptocurrencies, and I'll start 15 minutes early because we got some stuff we got to get through, and I have to get out of here around 8 because my new fridge is being delivered today. So, um, let's look at the equity markets really quick. U.S. equity markets. The Dow. Now, looking at this on the daily, we dumped from 24,830. I mean, 700 points is what was lost yesterday. 700 points were dumped. That's pretty massive. Okay, that's pretty massive. All right, and you know what? So what does that mean? Well, it's difficult to say right now. I mean, we lost 700 points because of the tariffs that President Trump signed, and that caused a bit of a ruckus in all the markets. And then what we had after that was just continued fear, uncertainty, and doubt. FUD. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to determine what the activity will be today. We'll have to see there. Now, when we take a look at the NASDAQ is sitting about the same amount that was lost, and well, not the same amount, but similar levels. All the averages, all the indexes lost a large amount over the day yesterday. Now, looking at the futures, they went down quite a bit. Like if we're looking at the E-mini S&P right here, 2649 went down to 2619. Lost about 40 points, but now it looks like it's catching a bid, and looks like we are rising up in value here. So, we'll have to see how that will play out as we go into the morning. Some of the reason for that may be due to them clarifying that there are going to be exemptions on these tariffs for the EU, Australia, South Korea, Japan, Canada, Mexico. Those tariffs are going to, I mean, really, so it's really just affecting China. I mean, that's ultimately what the big beef is, and yeah, I mean, that's that. Okay, looking forward, let's take a peek at our cryptocurrencies. Let's look what happened yesterday. Take a peek at gold. Now, gold, went up again yesterday a little bit. Oops, sorry. Actually, yesterday it didn't. Yesterday we actually went down in gold a little bit. We had an inside bar there, and now we've traded up since the open of yesterday. We've traded up, almost $20. Looking at gold on the hourly, looking a little extended here, a little toppy. Got kind of almost like a triple top formed here. Going to be on the lookout for that. Let's slip over onto the euro. Looking at the hourly, up against the fib level here, the 50% retracement level. We are in a we're in a selling condition on that. So the euro may be a good short opportunity because we're not really we're just kind of floating around and ping-ponging around here. We're above the cloud, but the lagging span is inside the candlesticks, the composite index, and baseline are inside the cloud still too. So it's a hard read right off the top of the bat here. Dollar yen. Dollar yen is catching a nice bounce here from the lows we had overnight in the 104.65. We are now trading up back into the 105s, the 105.18. Okay, we'll see if that holds. We'll really have to see if that holds. Okay. Now taking a look at, we do have news coming out here at 7:30. We have exports, durable goods, all that jazz coming out here at 7:30. Let's look at the pound dollar. What do we got going on? Caught a bounce off the bottom of the cloud there, but the lagging span is inside below the candlesticks. Baseline is up above us. It's very flat, so that's indicating some strength in the resistance zone up there. We have a strong probability of a short here. Now, I'm going to explain why. I want to show you this Gann construction up here. Okay. We're already on it. Okay, yeah. Take a peek at this now. So yesterday, the pound was right at the end of the square. So it kind of hit this perfect area of square and time here. And so what this signifies is a strong probability of reversal. Why? Well, for one, the candlestick. For two, we have when you intersect this area where you have a perfect a confluent zone of square and time, when time and price are squared, you have big moves happen. And then also, if we look at our oscillator, it is extended in relation to where price is at, and the oscillator, in fact, you know what? That's not what I wanted. Okay, there we go. Now you can see that there's the accelerated levels of the oscillators on the daily compared to where we're at in price here. In fact, we could probably take a peek at the euro as well. Where did I put you? And see that, while we are trading up, what do we see? We almost see kind of a head and shoulders on this version. We have bearish divergence right here, right as we're coming up across this angle. On the hourly, on the daily, again, we're coming off of this zone. Now, if we take a peek here, notice where we found resistance at a 360-degree Gann zone. All right, on the pound, I must not have saved that yesterday, but also look where price found rejection at a 90-degree angle at 142.6. fairly common. You know, it got that rejection happened at these um, accelerated levels in our oscillator, so we should anticipate some move down as we go ahead here. In fact, we should probably anticipate move going down, extending down to 135.1. That is that's the area we're kind of looking at. On the daily there, on the UJ, this is gorgeous. Um, on the daily, this 180 degree, this is the coolest thing. This is why I'm just very pleased that it hit this week overnight and didn't just kind of go into next week. But price traveled all the way down to the 180 zone here, and once it got there, it faced a pretty stiff move up. We've had very extended bullish divergence on this pair ever since. If we look here, ever since January 8th, we've had a series of large bullish divergences happening on the daily. So this is more than likely, actually this entire zone between 107 and 104, 105, those are all buy zones on a long-term view. So, we're just really looking at increased prices moving ahead here. Okay, now I'll go back to our normal charts. And looks like the pound has caught a bit of a bid here, moving up a shade and a tad on our hourly. We'll see what happens as it approaches this this baseline here. We'll see how it wants to behave. Because we are extended on shorter time frames, we're really extended. Like below the hourly, we are really overbought, and we're kind of getting into that scenario again in the composite index on the hourly. For like intraday trading using 15-minute bars, we're looking at this being pretty overbought. This is one of the highest overbought levels in the composite index in a long time. So expect a nice retracement from there. Actually, because we've been consolidating and showing weakness long term, we should be doing a short here. Add to those pound shorts. We're kind of entering a short right where we entered yesterday because that short played out perfectly. Really exactly the same entry area from yesterday. That's funny. Okay. Let's look at the dollar yen. Dollar yen, if we get a pullback to probably 105.10, that's a good entry area. All right. And then if we look at the euro is looking a little top heavy here. Take a look at our multiple time frames. We're really kind of floating around in this area. And remember, on the daily, I like to set our trading based off the daily. So really the short entry we're going to want is probably going to be down here about 40 pips at 123.21. That may or may not play out today, but we just want to watch what happens there. On the 15-minute chart, we Oh gosh, what was I doing? I should look at the hourly. Right up against that 8-hour cloud. Let me revise this. And delete message for everyone. Okay. Right up against the 8-hour, the top of the 8-hour cloud. Okay. The lagging span is kind of, it's technically outside of these candles and above, but it's really kind of trading inside of it. We are a bit extended from the baseline here. We are, baseline's at 123.22. We're sitting at 123.54. I think that that's a good short area because we're right up against that hourly cloud and overbought conditions. All right. New Zealand dollar and the dollar. So we are looking at some bullish move on the hourly, but let's look at the broader move as a whole here. So we've had this flattened out, moved across, started to trade down. We made a newer low, and now we're sitting kind of above here, and we're up almost a whole 1%. We're up 0.8% on the New Zealand dollar. And where are we at right now? Well, we're way extended above the baseline. We're finding resistance up against the base of the 8 and the 4 hour. Okay. And, right here, there's a lot of price resistance zone as well. So this could turn out to be a good short area, but we probably want to wait on that short until we get down to 172.49. Looking at it on the daily, coming off of this bullish divergence, which we did get. This is our Gann level. Facing, oh, you know what? On the daily, that is a gorgeous short. Oh yeah. Beautiful short on the daily. Yeah, it would be nice to get that pullback down to there. That'll be a good kind of a short-term confirmation zone. So that's the New Zealand dollar. Let's look at the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar looking a little weak here. Look at our various time frames. Yeah, we got this angle facing a short here. The pound up against that fib line got rejected. The dollar yen beyond here. Probably going to catch a nice jump on this dollar yen during the day. Euro dollar. Ooh, wow. That just took a dive, didn't it? Nice. We can expect probably some, big reverse moves today because we've been really one directional for the majority of the week on a lot of fear and uncertainty and doubt. So, like I was saying, that when we have a lot of those news releases that come out and we have a lot of these big moves that happen really early, a lot of the times, like I was saying, a lot of times they can turn out to be traps, bull and bear traps. And it can take... usually start to see moves back towards the mean in within 8 to 24 hours. Certainly with kind of a plethora of things happening all at once, we know that is a strong indication that it may take a little time for the people to wear out. Now, I want to take a look at the daily quick. On a cleaner, well, we could use this one here. And let's go to the euro. And where was our most recent all-time high? Well, not all-time high, but yearly high. This is like our new swing high right up here, okay? Can't forget to do our Gann day counts. So we always start the day after the recent swing. Oops. Okay, so I'm at 24 days, or 32 days from that zone. Yeah, that could be a good indication of a reversal zone. Now looking at dollar yen. Where's our most recent swing high in the dollar yen on the daily? Depends. We could take it from here, or we could take it from here. $136 days. Now, I know that. Where's my notebook? Gotta find my notebook. So. I'm getting there, guys. The heck. I think I'm in the right one. Pay on price and time. That's not what I need. I'm not in the right one. No wonder. All of my Gann notes, man, they're all over the place. Okay. So the 136, I think it's 135 day cycle. Okay. 135 days can be the last high, or more typically a lower high, which ends a topping pattern. Or that's like or a low. Can be the last low, or more typically a lower low, which ends a bottoming pattern. I think that is exactly what we have going on here. In Gann's day counts, that is the exact kind of behavior that we are looking at and experiencing. And so what this is telling me is that we have an extremely high probability of a reversal here. In fact, I need to update that idea just so I can remember to refer myself back to it and us back to it. Actually, I added those this morning. Where did I put that at? 104.83. Let's see. Watch for changes in trend. Fast moves can start, but it can go low to lower or high to higher. Okay, cool. That is what we have happening. All right. That's cool to see and observe and watch. And I tell you what, we are looking at the daily chart here, and we are a little above half of the volume traded all of yesterday So that is a good sign. Um, take a peek at the euro again. Let's do those day counts. Oops. We don't need this. Oops, sorry. On the daily. Oh, we did the year already. That was a little inconclusive. It was just a 30-day. Take a peek at the pound. Okay. So the pound, we found a high all the way back here. And let's look at this here. So we've got 55-day, 56. I know we're coming up on a so we're past the 45-day. And we are at the okay. So we've got 52, okay. Nope, kind of neutral there, just sitting on that short based on the no real day counts there to confirm anything. New Zealand dollar, where was our most recent swing high, was back here. That's a little bit of a ways away, but it's still within a year. 238, I believe there's a 270 day. Let me look. $135, 216, 225, 240. So the 240 is like the 120, tends to be a low if the market is trending up, tends to be a high if the market is trending down. Both the 120 and 240 are considered to be with the trend. Should be watched as a lower high counter trend, especially true if the higher low was found at a 90-day. So let's look where we were 90 days. Yeah, we found a low on the 90-day. Definitely we were within a market low here. But yeah, so actually not looking like a real great opportunity for shorting this at all right now. Aussie dollar. I mean, there will be a good short opportunity on there after really after that all that activity plays out. We should have a good one. Okay, looking at the high here, day after, 53 days. Not a lot to go by on that one. Euro pound. Gosh, this is just a zone, isn't it? It's just a flat zone. Let's not even break our sanity by trying to look at that. Okay, Canadian, the loonie. Ooh, we just ended a 192-day cycle here, guys. Off that swing low. Well. I'm going to keep that on there because that is a big deal. That is a very big deal. Interesting. Okay. Now, dollar Swiss. Actually, let's take a look at the dollar index. What is the dollar index doing? Suffering. Moving ahead here, so we're at a 32 day, so we're really looking at it. Although that did get halted right on that zone here. Just kind of looking to see what kind of activity we'll observe going on in the weeks here. But yeah, I think we've got our trades right there for now. Let's go ahead and go back and look at our markets real quick. Got 15 minutes before news comes out. Gold. Gold caught a nice bid here, didn't it? But it's really extended off the base there. Keep an eye on that. The euro. Ooh, euro got slapped. It just got thwopped back down here. So we put that in at 23.53. Yeah, we've already made some pips on that. And are short at 41.38 in the pound. You know, we're got rejected right at the base. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Isn't that neat when that happens? Looking at the hourly, we still have great conditions for selling pressure here. And again, I want to revert back to the long-term outlook. Very bearish on these extended conditions. Very bearish. Looking forward here to, you know, probably 500 pips, 600 pips of move down over the next 90 trading days. 90 calendar days, rather. Then if we take a look at dollar yen. Now, if the dollar yen can get above the 50 retracement, and if it can get above the baseline here, that would be pretty bullish. This snap down move may not last very long. If we take a look at this cloud here, there's almost nothing here. That's a kind of an anomaly, but there's nothing there to support a strong area of resistance there. So we just got to kind of keep our eyes out and look and observe and pay attention to what is happening there. Okay. Kind of our big movers we'll be looking at are the euro, the pound, UJ. And if we're also looking at gold, you know, kind of got a hit and miss on gold here because, why is that like that? I swear my things do not save here. Oops. And what was I needing? I need the composite index. And well, wait a minute. Ooh, yeah, we got some bearish divergence here. What the hell? I thought we did. That's a little nutty. Yeah, we are a bit extended here and approaching overbought conditions on on the RSI. Probably next week we may see. I mean, this is a very, this is a bull flag we've got forming here. We'll have to see how react as we get up closer to the 1350 zone. Okay. But for the time being, not interested in shorting this right now. Not interested in going long on it either. Euro, okay, looks like it got bought up just a tiny bit there. Dollar yen, just a little bit of weakness. Pound dollar still has not been able to break above the base. But yeah, we should have some good trades coming up here. I got to bounce, guys. I got the fridge dude coming here in about 10 minutes, and I still need to clear the old one out because my wife did not have time to do it before she had to leave for her job. And so now it is my duty. We're going to have some great moves today. Watch what happens over the news events. Okay, don't get trapped in a short-term trade. I mean, if your outlook is a longer time frame, you know, it's fine. Just ride them out. But if you're just going to do intraday trades, make sure that you are careful about those trades. Okay. Next week, going to be some big moves. Really looking forward to it. This has been a cool, awesome, amazing, fun trading week. Have loved it. And I really look forward to next week as well. I think we're going to have some great activity, especially probably right at the open. You know, over Sunday evening, I think we're going to see a lot of activity in our markets. So, yeah. So, anyways, you guys have a great rest of your trade day. Have a great, wonderful Friday. Take it easy over the weekend. You know, give yourself a little break and get some R&R, and then we will talk with you all on Monday. Bye-bye.